Hello, very warm welcome. Finally, we can say it officially. Hamilton, champion of the world, once again. He's an all-time great of F1. I don't care whether you're a hater or a lover, the stats don't lie. Five-time champion after one of the worst races Mercedes have had. What a strange feeling. Last season, he won the championship, finished ninth. This year, he finishes fourth. Yeah, crazy. From supporting him since he started 2006 GP2, then he got in F1 in '07, followed him all the way, and now he's a five-time champion. Only three men have done it: Hamilton, Schumacher with 7, Fangio with 5. Unbelievable. I'll do a separate video on it because it deserves it, but we've covered a minute of it. Let's get into the race reaction. Max, dominant all weekend, wins the race. Easy peasy for the Dutchman. It won it last year, won it again this year. We'll get into the start. Ricciardo, poor start, and Red Bull are a disgrace. We joke about them hitting the sabotage button. Ricciardo retires again. It's a farce. What I want to know is, and you know I'm a massive Max fan, why does it never happen to Max's car? It's always Ricciardo's car. Very strange. It's horrible. Ricciardo was second, running comfortably, and the car lets him down again. But we'll get into it. Ricciardo, poor start. Max gets into the lead. We never saw him again. We hardly saw him on the TV. Hamilton got up into second. Ocon changes his wing, has to come in. Contact with Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg taking the corner, didn't see Ocon. Ocon had to change his wing. Fernando Alonso out. Ocon's front wing was under his car basically, so he had to retire. Very, very early stops. Massive tyre degradation around Mexico. It was shocking. It ruined the race really. We saw 2 stops, 3 stops. It was dreadful. Max dominating. Lap 22, he's dominating the race. It's his easiest win in my opinion. Carlos Sainz retires. Was running best of the rest, and then he pulls off. Vettel was massively quick at stages. Everyone was struggling on tyres. Hamilton was complaining. Everyone else was getting on with it, but Hamilton was complaining. Vettel passes Ricciardo. Ricciardo was hitting traffic. Vettel passes Hamilton, and then 120,000 hearts sink when Perez retires. Retirement for the home favourite. Ocon once again had collision. He had a lot of contact. Ocon and Hartley touch. No further action. Hamilton struggling massively on his tyres. Was finished a minute off Max. Incredible. Both Mercedes literally do the same thing. Lock up turn 1. Go straight on across the grass. They come in for a pit stop. And Stoffel Van Dorn was doing an amazing job. P9 scores points, and he got P8 with Ricciardo's retirement. And then Ricciardo, couple of laps to go, maybe 8 or 9 laps to go, and he's out the race again. It's disgraceful by Red Bull. Ever since he's not been performing, but this week he's performed, and the car lets him down again. That must be 7 or 8 times now. It's becoming a joke. Star of the race, Max and Van Dorn. Race rating 2 out of 10. Too much tyre saving, not enough racing. Race 18, Mexico. Max dominates Mexico again. Hamilton world champion after a horrible race. And Red Bull are a disgrace. They let Ricciardo down again. DNFs. Alonso out, front wing, under his car. Sainz pulled off in the stadium section. Perez, no brakes, and Ricciardo pulls off in turn 1. So there we have it. Mexico done. Let's run down the order now. I'm going to sit down. So, in we go. Max wins. We hardly saw him on the TV. He's dominated all weekend. All practice sessions, Q1, Q2, missed out on pole, but he gets the race win. He basically won it at the start. Vettel misses out on the championship, gave it a good fight. The massive turning point was Germany when he went off. And yeah, he did some good passes in the race, good podium. Kimi lonely race P3. Hamilton 4th, world champion. We'll do a separate video on him. He was the only one complaining, everyone else was getting on with it. A horror race for Mercedes. Bottas 5th, Hulkenberg best of the rest P6, Leclerc 7th, Van Dorn, now he's lost his seat, that's his best performance in years, ages, P8 for Stoffel Van Dorn, Ericsson 9th, Gasly another amazing performance, started last, finished 10th, Ocon 11th, had more contact than anyone else in the race, Stroll Sorokin 12th, 13th, Hartley, what happened to him? He was ahead of Gasly and finishes 14th. Gasly, well, that's a great performance considering he started last and he got 10th. And then the Hasses, 15th and 16th, they've been nowhere. They just don't like Mexico. So there we have it. Qualifying reaction done. Ricciardo on pole. Red Bull lets him down again. Max wins the race comfortably. Hamilton's a 5-time champion. Look out for driver ratings. Look out for the Lewis Hamilton video. Mexico done. We go on to Brazil. And yeah, season's nearly over. Race 18 is that? Race 19? No, race 19. Anyway, Max wins, dominates once again. Hamilton, champion of the world. Beautiful.